All right. Well, hi there. Hopefully, you guys should be able to hear me. I think I figured out the issue, so hopefully it's working fine. But welcome, and I know what you're thinking, Jasmine. What's up with the lava lamp? Well, I was in my mom's office, and I came across this in a box, and for no particular reason, decided to get it out and I plugged it in. And the issue is because it doesn't look like a very exciting lava lamp right now, and I get that. The wax has to melt. I found this about an hour and a half ago, so the wax has not fully melted. I'm about to blow your minds. So it's still working on it. We got like a little lava lamp turd right there, but maybe over the course of this live feed, it'll melt a little more and be a little bit more exciting. But yeah, we will we will see. Just thought it'd be a nice little decorative piece here. So, anywho, we'll keep going. I have been up to a ton of just absolutely random things this week. One of those being about last night at maybe 11:30 p.m. midnight. Thank you, Brad, for the compliment of my beautiful lava lamp. We're gonna wait a minute actually before I continue. See if anyone else will join us in the meantime. But it's like the cheapest thing ever. It's made of like aluminum, but I don't know, could be pretty cool. I heard they're a major fire hazard, which we'll see what happens. I'm watching it. Just hope I don't accidentally knock it over. But it's coming along. It's coming along. All right. Anywho, at around, I'm going to say 11:30 p.m. last night, I went down a rabbit hole of just odd how to do type things on YouTube, some like random documentary stuff, and came across this documentary on this world champion House of Cards stacker. I don't know if that's what his actual title is, but I watched a 10-minute video on it, and I decided that I was going to try and do that. So I found this deck of cards. I got it at the St. Patrick's gift shop in Ireland. So very historic cards right here. Got little leprechauns on them. I'm a fan. And so I cleared off a space on my desk and went for it. So I'm going to show you here how to make a deck of cards with my 10 minutes of expertise. And so if you have any cards at home, you can give this a shot. Once again, I don't claim to be an expert, but I made a semi-successful one last night. And hey, Jackson, what's up? Welcome back. So I'm going to like stack cards together so that it's a little bit more sturdy, but you don't have to do so. I did a couple experiments last night. This will be like my fourth house of cards. So we're going to see what happens here. So you stack them like yay, and then you get another one like yay. And create a little box here. Should stay. And then from there, you kind of build off of it. So take a few more, maybe go here. Your goal is to create little boxes like so. It's ever so delicate. I'm really glad I have this lava lamp next to me to not only provide light, but also as a fire hazard in case I really mess this up. Make one more, just a little box here. and then get a nice little roof, and voila. Thank you, Jackson. It is a hidden talent that I discovered last night at 11:30 p.m. and it's pretty sturdy. So if you're bored, like I have been, and have always wanted to make a house of cards, maybe that's something you've always wanted to do. Maybe find a deck of cards, give it a shot, watch a better how-to video than this 5-minute recap of what I learned last night. We'll just push those off to the side. And if you do make a creation, you can go ahead and send a picture or a short video to my email. It is jasmineb@northsideweb.org. I'll put it in the description, but if you want to send a picture of a creation you did, maybe making a house of cards isn't necessarily your thing. Maybe it's magic tricks. I know one trick, but it requires like interaction with a physical person, so I do not have that. Rex did not join our live feed today. But maybe magic tricks your thing. Maybe none of this card related stuff is your thing, but you've been doing some randomly interesting stuff and you want to share that with us. We'll make a little post about it. You can email those pictures or short videos, and we'll see what you get. And you can also always email questions if you have any. Maybe it's something that you want Brad to talk about in the podcast, or maybe it's a question you just want to do here or in our live feed, or if it's just a question in general that you want to keep anonymous, maybe a one-on-one you just want to ask it to me, or you just want to talk with Brad about it, I'll put his email as well, his Northside email as well. But ask away. We have quite a bit of time on our hands to be looking through that, and we want to stay connected. So we'll continue to do that through this and the podcast and any emails we get. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I guess my next question moving on here would be, we went over this last week, but what are some nopes and dopes of the week? So do you have any highlights, any lowlights, anything interesting happened? Did you do anything out of the ordinary? I went on a walk through my neighborhood. Of course, you can comment just like you have the past couple weeks if you have anything. I went on a walk throughout my neighborhood. I played the card game Exploding Kittens for the very first time. I know it's been popular and I've seen other people play it, but I participated in my first round of it and I lost one round. It's pretty exciting. We got Jackson here. He says, okay, you're continuing to work on that backflip on the trampoline, and the bat you found was dead. It's unfortunate, but for the bat, probably best for you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Best of luck continuing to work on that backflip. I watched a video on how to do backflips, but I have no safety precautions, so therefore I did not attempt one. It was not amongst the random things that I decided to do. Cleaned a wheelbarrow. I needed to get outside and there wasn't much to do and it was about to rain, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy, so I just cleaned a wheelbarrow, which is super interesting, I know. And watched a couple movies. The Greatest Showman was on TV the other day. I think it was Saturday, and watched the whole thing. Such a great movie if you've seen it. Jackson wants me to try one when this thing is over and I can have access to a trampoline or a nice squishy pad, then maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe. I feel like right now is not the opportune just send it. I feel like now is not the opportune time to send it, because if I send it and fail, then that means I have to go to the ER, and that's not a place I want to be right now. But we'll see what happens in the future when maybe it's a little bit safer to be unsafe, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I appreciate the encouragement. you continue to do your best and work on that back foot. But has anyone else been up to anything interesting? Any dopes? Any nopes? Trying to think of other random things I've been a part of. Went on a drive yesterday for Easter. I watched our North Side service at a park. What do you say? It's never safe to be unsafe, Jet. Well, Brad, you could tell how I hesitated when I said that. But yeah, I would agree. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad. I don't condone being unsafe. That's not what I said. And I also said, I would do it with pads or on a trampoline, and maybe someone who knows what they're doing, and not just my how-to YouTube video. I'd get a spotter. It's not all bad. We're gonna move on past this. I'm gonna ask Brad here. What have you been up to, Brad? And as Brad's responding, Jackson has been working on our dance, the frisbee dance. I am unfamiliar, Jackson, so if you want to do your best to explain that to me. Is it a TikTok thing? Because if it is, I don't have that, so I would not know. But any dance sounds fun. Something interactive, keep you busy, physically, mentally, maybe spiritually, depending on what kind of dance it is. And anyone else, if they want to chime in with what they've been up to recently, it's all good. Remember the frisbee dance. Yes. So Jackson and I were throwing around some pocket frisbees one day, and we had this glorious dance that we did. It's mimicking the motion of throwing a frisbee. I'm sitting down right now, but it requires a lot of hip motion as you toss a frisbee. Excellent, Jackson. Thank you. Thank you for keeping that alive. When things get back to normal, we will for sure start a group and start doing that. So thank you, Jackson. Brad has been up to drawing, reading, playing video games, working out. Ooh, Brad, what are you working out? What are you doing? Run on that treadmill, run outside? I don't know what you have. But drawing, reading, playing video games. I haven't done much drawing or art this week, but that's okay. Devin, working out, yes. 90. Brad, I don't know what 90 meant. Ignore the 90. I will do, Brad. We'll wait for him to respond for a second. He's working on it. Also, if you've done any cool drawings or anything, you want to send them, if we get enough things, maybe we'll make a post about it. You can send them our way to our emails. We'd love to check them out, see what you're up to. And Brad is just getting swole. That's all he has to say. All right. Well, I'll take that as an answer. I guess moving on, if you haven't done anything particularly interesting with your week, hopefully you guys were able to do something yesterday as a part of Easter. I'm sure it wasn't maybe what you hoped for or wasn't the normal, but hopefully you did something, and if you'd like to share what you do, go ahead. And if you guys have any Easter traditions that you typically do or wish you got to do, you can share those as well. For our family, typically, go to church Easter morning, then come back and eat late lunch, early dinner, but that's pretty much it. I mean, as kids, we do the typical Easter egg hunt and whatnot, but we're all older now, so we do not participate in that. But if you guys have anything interesting you're doing, oh, I just saw my lava lamp move. You see that? See that there? You see it? You see it? We're making progress. So Jackson said here that he beat Emma in finding eggs. How many eggs did you guys find? Like how much did you beat her by? And what were in the eggs? We talked last week about like some favorite candy and stuff. If it was me, I'd want it to be chocolates. But yeah, share what you got. This is exciting. I'm glad I found this. Oh, it's getting ready. It's getting ready. Yeah, I should definitely not have this by my desk. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad, for being excited about my lava lamp. So, you just barely beat her, but nice. What were in your eggs? Did you get anything good? I went on an Easter egg hunt once. It was a long time ago. It was this whole community thing. So it was literally a soccer field just covered in eggs. There was no hiding of them. It was basically who could pick up the most. And there was an egg that supposedly had a $50 bill, another one that had a $20 bill, and everyone was just grabbing as many eggs as they could in hopes that the random one they picked up had money in it. But I was not lucky to get money, but I got candy, which is still pretty good. And Jackson got money and candy. Well, very well, very well. Any other Easter traditions or things that you did that you were excited about? Hopefully, at some point during the day, you got to watch an Easter service, even if it wasn't the Northside one, or maybe it was the Easter Jam for the middle schoolers that was put out. But hopefully you get to watch something, be it on your own or with your family. And if you haven't gotten the opportunity to, or just haven't done it yet, I would definitely encourage you to find one of those services or even take time to delve into a Bible yourself and participate in that. Because think about the time we're in right now. It's a lot of very unfortunate events have unfolded, but it's also ironically a very appropriate time for it to happen because, yesterday we got to celebrate the most pivotal point in the gospel of where God's plan for us, his plan for our salvation through Jesus Christ's resurrection, and that final combination of us being saved and freed from sin was all finalized. And as believers, we get to celebrate that as good news. And hopefully, we're trying to share that with the world as of right now. So, the gospel literally means good news. So if you've been feeling like you've been lacking some of that down in the dumps, I would encourage you to look into online resources. There's tons of stuff on YouTube or on Facebook from not only our church, but from other churches too. And there's a really good YouTube channel. It's called The Bible Project. And they just do fun they're all animation, but videos about Bible stories. And so I'm sure if you don't know where to go, you can also or don't know what resources to find, that might be a good place to start. But definitely encourage you sometime this week to delve into that. There's, of course, the Bible app you can get on your phone. If you don't know where to go and want to ask us personally, once again, our emails will be there. We want to help you guys, and we want to continue to spread the good news even while we can't be together. So, yeah, if you have any questions on that, put them here, send them to the emails. We'll get back to you. So if anyone else has something they would like to share, then great. We'll stay on here for just another minute or so. My lava lamp is making progress. And if not, we're going to go ahead and end this for today. There'll be the podcast happening on Wednesday and this back up next week. So I'll give you 1 more minute to ask any questions or make any funny comments. Jackson, you've been great. We appreciate your participation. You're awesome. And Emma too. If she's there, if she's watching, hi. uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it at that. Thank you guys again. I'm actually going to pray for you guys before I completely end this. So if you'd want to join me in that, that'd be awesome. So Heavenly Father, I thank you for this opportunity to get together, even if it's only with a few people live, but to get together and talk about goofy life things and then also get a chance to talk about you and the good news. I pray for everyone watching this and a part of this ministry as they go on with their day and on through their week and with all the stuff that's going on. I pray that they are reminded of you in everything that's going on and are able to stay strong and be encouraged. And we lift all this up to you. In your name we pray. Amen. So thank you guys. I will see you later.